There's no such thing as a standard vulva. You wouldn't say someone's ears or nose are wrong just because they don't look like the ones in movies, right? Yet when it comes to women's anatomy, especially the vulva, so many people carry silent shame, thinking they're abnormal. Why? A toxic mix of porn imagery, airbrushed magazines, and a total lack of real sex education. In adult content, most vulvas shown have small, symmetrical, tucked-in labia. What viewers don't realize is that these images are carefully selected, or even surgically altered to fit a narrow, visual ideal. But in real life, the range of labial appearance is huge. Some women's inner lips, the labia minora, extend beyond the outer lips. Some are longer on one side. Colors range from pink to brown, even purple or red. Smooth, wrinkled, it's all normal. A study in the British Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology measured thousands of women and found labia minora, lengths anywhere from 0.5 cm to over 6. Boom. That's not a mistake, it's the human spectrum. The tragedy is, many women grow up never seeing that variety. So when they look at themselves and don't match what they've seen online or imagined, they feel flawed. That belief leads to embarrassment in intimacy, hesitation to get pap smears, even requests for cosmetic surgery, all because no one ever told them you are perfectly normal. Now let's talk about pleasure, because anatomy matters here too. The labia minora are rich with nerve endings, just like the clitoris and nipples. For many women, labial stimulation adds to arousal and even orgasm. Larger labia, more surface area, more places for pleasure to happen. Some women even describe their labia like butterfly wings, sensitive to touch, pressure, friction during sex or solo play. Of course, every body is different. Not all women with larger labia feel the same way. Some find them overly sensitive or uncomfortable in tight clothes, but many report greater pleasure once they overcome the shame tied to their appearance. There's also emotional pleasure. Women raised in sex-positive homes where bodies are discussed openly often grow up confident in their skin. They understand labial size, shape, and color are just natural variations. But girls raised in silence or environments where the female body is linked to sin or modesty often carry shame and disgust. And it doesn't stop there. Social media, locker room jokes, TV all reinforce this narrow, unrealistic ideal. The result? A silent epidemic of body shame. Some women avoid sex. Some refuse oral sex. Some seek labiaplasty in their 20s not because of pain, but because they feel they're not feminine enough. But here's the twist. When women reclaim their bodies, they often emerge stronger. They stop seeing their labia as a flaw and start seeing them as a symbol of uniqueness and power. Let's bust some myths with hard facts. No larger labia don't mean a woman is promiscuous. No, they don't mean she's loose or unclean. These are outdated, sexist lies. Labial size doesn't affect tightness, fertility, hygiene, or sexual history. A woman with large labia can be a virgin. A woman with small labia can be highly sexually active, and vice versa. Labia grow and change naturally with puberty, hormones, childbirth, and age. It's not overuse. That's pure nonsense. This misinformation hurts. It keeps women from gynecological care. It feeds anxiety. But the truth? There's nothing wrong. It's just life. Here's where it gets beautifully psychological. Women who learn to love their labia often say it changes how they see themselves. One woman put it perfectly. I used to think my labia were ugly. Now I see them as part of what makes me, me. I don't have to fit in to be loved. I just have to show up as I am. That's the power of ownership. That's freedom. So what does it mean if you have large labia? It means you're alive. You're real. You're part of the stunning diversity of human bodies. It means nothing about your past or worth, but it might mean everything about your journey from silence to confidence, from shame to truth, from hiding to being seen. And that's a journey worth celebrating. If this made you see your body or someone else's differently, keep the conversation going. Subscribe to Cheating Minds for raw, honest stories about relationships, sexuality, and human resilience. Drop a comment. What were you taught or not taught about your body growing up? Share this video with someone who needs to know they're not alone. Because when we talk openly, we heal quietly. And the more we understand our bodies, the harder it is for the world to shame them. This is Cheating Minds. The truth hurts, but it also sets you free.